Felix Komarov is a busy man. This self-described professional by profession has only been in New York 5 years, but he's already left his mark on the city. His success in the early 90s with a Rolls-Royce dealership in Moscow allowed him to move his base of operations to the center of Western capitalism. In August of '96, Komarov opened the Russian World Gallery here on Manhattan's glitzy Fifth Avenue. Here he manufactures and sells precious objects inspired by the Russian art and culture he loves. And at prices reaching $50,000, he has to hope others love it too. The gallery, though, is but a stepping stone to Komarov's newest venture, Club Moscow, where this past January, the entrepreneur threw himself a 50th birthday party. The restaurant and cabaret in Midtown Manhattan features more of the Russian art and culture for which Komarov has become New York's most visible advocate.
I opened a piece of Moscow right here in New York. Here I feel like I'm in Moscow, like I'm home.
Club Moscow's interior design clearly reflects Felix's fondness for symbols of the motherland and for symbols of himself, such as this portrait by Mark Kliansky. There's a whole carnival of harlequin heads by internationally acclaimed artist Mikhail Shemyakin, and several works by sculptor and painter Ernst Nezvesny, including his hermaphrodite totem and a bust of Felix. Nezvesny thinks Komarov's design for the club is well executed.
I like this place. I like this design. I like this interior. Felix did a great job with this place.
Actor Yakov Yabna agrees.
I'm happy we have Felix Komarov. He's got a brilliant mind to build such a spectacular club.
The atmosphere at Komarov's club that night was, as it will continue to be, very Russian, although Felix's collection of celebrity friends hails from all corners. On hand were pop composer Igor Krutoy, artist Oleg Sokov, and Prince Vladimir Golitsyn. Also present were actor Michael Nouri and, straight from Beverly Hills, fashion designer Bijan, who was, as always, well-tanned and modest.
I design clothes for the most important people in the world.
That includes his friend and client, Felix Komarov. The guests were treated to a sumptuous spread: caviar, oysters, lobster, heaps of delicacies. There was plenty of liquid cheer, a live band, and of course, dancing was in order. As spirits soared, singer Mikhail Zvezdinsky burst into a special birthday tune for Felix. Prince Golitsyn sang his own ode to the greatness of the host.
You've done a lot for New York, for America, and for the Russian community. From the Russian nobility in the U.S., happy birthday and good health to you.
Happy birthday, Felix.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Felix. You're wonderful.
Audrey David, the American face and vice president of the Russian World Gallery, paid tribute to her boss with a work of art. She presented him with a piece she commissioned from artist Robert Silver. It's a photo mosaic using over 1,000 pictures of Komarov's work to create a portrait of him. And what's Komarov's take on all this?
Everyone gave me presents, but no one gave me money. I'm so happy to see you all smiling. That means it's the right people at the right place at the right time.
But Komarov isn't all about parties and socializing. What he truly enjoys is making and selling art. His Russian World Gallery displays items for sale amidst his private art collection. He sees the gallery as publicity for the artists and as another way to express his love for all things Russian.
Why do I keep these paintings here? Because people come and ask, who did this piece? And I answer, Mikhail Shemyakin. Not too many people know Russian artists. And I say, this is his business card. These are the people who do Russian art.
Maybe more importantly, Komarov sees the paintings as publicity for himself and for his gallery, of which he is especially confident.
This is the #1 gallery in New York. I want to invite everyone here to experience the Russian heart and the Russian soul.
When Komarov isn't busy with self-promotion, however, he's producing art, which gives him great satisfaction. He's a perfectionist. He hires some of the world's best jewelers and craftsmen to make his product. They do the manual labor, and Komarov, a la Warhol, oversees the production, critiquing and modifying their work. These intricate figurines by Nezvestny and Shemyakin are cast in precious metals and encrusted with gemstones. They're not cheap, but as Komarov has said, he's in business to serve the rich. With due respect to his predecessors in the House of Fabergé, Komarov looks forward to boldly moving this glorious tradition into the next century. His fresh outlook involves commissioning artists to do sketches, which his craftsmen then bring to three-dimensional form in platinum, gold, silver, or whatever material properly expresses the piece.
My gallery designs and produces some very prestigious prizes. Here you see the Triumph Award, which is the Russian version of the Oscar. And this is the Slava Gloria Award for Best Classical Musician of the Year.
One piece that is particularly close to Komarov's heart will be presented in honor of another 50th birthday.
In Los Angeles, on the Oscar stage, the United States will give Israel a special commemorative award for its 50th birthday. My gallery designed this award. This is the first rough sketch. This is a unique opportunity for my gallery.
Komarov's latest showpiece is a figurine of Vladimir Vysotský, the famous Russian singer.
I worked with the sculptor Alexander Rukavishnikov. This is his plaster version, and this is Vysotský, made by my gallery. It's exactly the same thing.
This statuette of ballet legend Nureyev derives from a bronze by Yuri Firtsov. Komarov got permission to recast it in his way.
We spent a lot of time on this piece to understand Nureyev's pose and form. We tried to make this piece fly, to give it motion. If you see energy and expression in a piece, we did a good job. It means it came from the heart and from the mind.
Komarov also designs pieces himself, like this hockey puck given to every Russian member of an NHL team that wins the Stanley Cup. Though the silver puck is a gift to the players, it's the creator who seems to be more celebrated than the recipient. Komarov's approach may seem odd by American standards, but it reflects his awareness of the differences between his native and adopted countries.
I want to show you the difference between Moscow and New York. This is Moscow. Moscow to me is like a big turtle. A huge city. Everything moves very slowly. New York is fast-paced. It's an action city. Manhattan is like a red shark that eats everything. There's chaos, lots of problems, lots of nationalities, cultures, businesses, galleries, clubs, restaurants, everything in one place. New York and Moscow are like twins, but at the same time they're different.
The mission of the House of Komarov is to build a mental bridge between Russians and Americans with art as its foundation. And no one better illustrates than Felix, the Russian thirst for grandeur and the art of success.